Hello. Here is a NJSLA question that I did in class today. Some of my honors students really enjoyed it and wanted me to post a video of it. So let's see what this question is about. What are the solutions to the equation 2x plus 1 squared minus x plus 13 equals 3x squared minus 2x plus 2? And you see how it says x equals and x equals. So you see that there are going to be two solutions for x. Okay, so we know we have to solve. We know we have different methods of solving. But right now it really just looks like a big mess to me. I think there's some stuff that we want to simplify, and then we'll be able to figure out what method we should be using to solve for x. So to simplify on the left side, the first thing I see is 2x, I'm sorry, my pen's not working. Here we go, 2x plus 1 squared. Okay, when we see 2x plus 1 squared, that means we're multiplying that whole binomial 2x plus 1 by itself. So that's 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 1. Okay, if you multiply that out, you have 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 1. 2x multiplied by 2x is 4x squared. 2x plus times 1 is 2x. 2x times 1 is 2x. 1 times 1 is 1. So that is a total of 4x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 1. And if we combine 2x and 2x, we get 4x. So we have 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Now that's the solution for just that one part that I put a square around in that question. But we still have some more. We have minus x plus 13, okay, on this side of the equation. And then we have the whole other side of the equation, 3x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, so the next thing that my students wanted to simplify was to take that negative x plus 13 and distribute the negative, or I should say the minus x plus 13, and distribute and subtract everything, minus x and minus 13. And some of you like to think of that as distributing a negative 1. Negative 1 times x and negative 1 times 13. So when we do that, we're going to get negative x minus 13, okay, when we distribute that. Now I'm going to keep this whole beginning part of the equation, so 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 stays. Okay, the negative times x plus 13 became minus x minus 13, and the other side of the equation remains 3x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, now the left side of the equation is still not totally simplified. So what can we do to simplify? Well, we could combine like terms, and we'd like to write it in standard form. So the first exponent I see is a 2. I see 4x squared. I don't see any term to combine that with, so I'll just keep 4x squared as is. The next exponent would be the first power, right? We see x, 4x, and negative 1x. So 4x minus 1x is positive 3x. And then we have positive 1 and negative 13. 1 minus 13 is negative 12. So we're now finished simplifying the left side. The right side was already simplified to begin with. It was always just a polynomial in standard form, a quadratic expression in standard form. So the next thing that we wanted to do was to bring over all of those terms to one side. Okay, so instead of having x squared on two sides, I just want x squared in one place. Instead of having x in two sides, I want x in one place. So how would I do that? Well, I'm going to subtract 3x squared to get 0. So I'll subtract 3x squared from 4x squared. And that'll give me 4x squared minus 3x squared is just 1x squared. Okay, then I'm going to get rid of the negative 2x and move it to the other side. I'm going to add 2x to get 0. So I'll add 2x on the other side. 3x plus 2x is positive 5x. And then to get rid of that positive 2, I'll subtract 2. I get 0. Subtract 2 here. Negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14. So what do I have on the right side of the equation? Well, everything is 0, right? The idea of doing inverse operations for all of those terms is that there is nothing left. It's equal to 0. And now we're left with a nice standard form polynomial, x squared plus 5x minus 14, that we know how to solve. And the way that we're going to solve this is to factor. Okay? We don't see a greatest common factor. We can't do inverse operations. So the next method we learned was to factor it. So we're going to find those two binomials that we multiplied to get 0. To do a quick review of how we do that, think of x squared going in here, because we know if we multiply x times x, we get x squared. Negative 14 going in here. We're thinking of two numbers we multiply to get negative 14 that add up to get our x terms. And that would be positive 7 and negative 2, because we would get 7x and negative 2x, which would add up to 5x. So here's one factor, x minus 2. And here's the other factor, x plus 7. And then we said that if either of those two factors is 0, then this is a true statement, because 0 multiplied by anything equals 0. So either x minus 2 could be 0, or x plus 7 could be 0. And if we add 2 on each side, we get our first solution, x equals 2. Subtract 7 on each side, we get our second solution, x equals negative 7. So we can go back up here and fill in 2 and negative 7. And of course, if you wanted to check this, you absolutely could. You could put 2 in for x in all the places where you see 2 and quickly try and solve that. So that would be 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 squared is 25 minus 2 plus 13, which is 15. 25 minus 15 is 10. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 4 would be 8. 8 plus 2 would be 10. If I did that too quickly for you, feel free to go ahead and use your PEMDAS order of operation and check that yourself. And if you would check it with negative 7, then it would work as well. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed and you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day.